Good day, everyone. I welcome you all to my channel. I'm Best African Actor, and welcome to Football Dribbles. This is a podcast where we are going to be talking about football, everything football, Premier League football, La Liga, Serie A, all leagues in the world. We are going to be talking about players, transfers, coaches, and everything about football. I would like you all to, follow me, like this video, share it to everyone that you know, share it on your statuses, share it everywhere, let it go viral. Thank you very much once again, and now let us get into it. This is January 1. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. But I guess it is not such a happy new year for most Chelsea fans around the world because man, we have woken up to a terrible news that after 18 months in charge, the owners and directors of Chelsea Football Club have decided to part ways with our head coach, Enzo Maresca. I mean, it is very sad that in 4 years that these guys have taken over Chelsea Football Club, they have destroyed everything that Chelsea Football Club is known for. This is Chelsea. I mean, we are one of the best football clubs in the world. In London, we are the best football club. In England, we are one of the best football clubs. And all around the world, Chelsea is respected. Chelsea is well known. Chelsea is like one of the biggest clubs and one of the most successful clubs ever, even in recent times. Most especially in recent times. But since Clearlake Capital has taken over Chelsea under the leadership of Todd Boehly and Vedat Ebali, they have destroyed the fabric of Chelsea. I mean, they have ruined Chelsea with this their newfound model that can never ever bring good fruit in the long run. It is not sustainable. There is no football club that has ever succeeded in the history of football that succeeded because they were using young players. I'm talking about babies. No football club can succeed that way. None. I mean, since you guys took over Chelsea Football Club in the last 4 years, you have fired and hired 4 coaches. You met Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. You sacked him because he complained that you have been signing young bank average players, and he cannot work with that. You sacked him. After sacking Thomas Tuchel, you guys came up with many debriefings in the press. You assassinated his character. You started saying it was because he was not ready to work with the leadership. He didn't want to help in convincing young players, new players to join the football club. You said all sorts of things, and then people began to hate on Thomas Tuchel, and that is fine. Although you are known for always assassinating the characters of every players and coaches that leaves the club on bad terms, which is very terrible. And then you came with Graham Potter. You said this is the man that fits the idea of the club. He's the one that understands the model that you guys want to work with, and you're going to make sure that he succeeds at the club by giving him everything that he wants. I don't think Potter even lasted up to 1 year at Chelsea Football Club. He left. Why? Because he's an inexperienced coach and he does not have what it takes to succeed at a club like Chelsea. He left. And you guys also came up with another debriefing, paid PR against him, said many things. I don't even care because this is the person that you brought. And we told you that this guy cannot work. He does not have the charisma. He does not have the tactics. He does not have the wisdom to be able to succeed at a club like Chelsea. I mean, this is Chelsea, a club that hires the best managers available in the market. And then you think you can just bring just anybody from anywhere to Chelsea to come and coach? It cannot work. And then he left. You brought back Franklin Lampard and made him an interim coach. It did not work out. And then you went to Mauricio Pochettino. You said he was the one that understands the idea that you guys want to work with. He understands how to work with young players and how to bring out the best in them. You said all sorts of positive things about Mauricio Pochettino. Less than 1 year into the reign of Mauricio Pochettino, he began to ask for experienced players. He began to tell you guys that you cannot build anything sustainable as a big club if you don't combine experience, age, and then young players' energy. That is the only way that you can be successful. I mean, this is what Real Madrid does. They have experienced players, older players that have won a lot of trophies in their career, and then they have young, talented players. I'm talking about young, world-class, talented players, and then they mix it together, and that's how they are able to achieve a lot of success over the years. But the owners of Chelsea decides that they want to follow the pattern of Brighton. This is Chelsea. This is not Brighton. They say they want to follow the pattern of Brighton, the pattern of Dortmund, the pattern of Leipzig. These are small clubs that are known for signing young players, using them over a period of 2 years and then selling them off for profit. That is not what we do at Chelsea. And that's why those clubs have not won anything serious in the last couple of years. If you want to be a club that wins trophies consistently, you cannot rely on bank average players and bank average coaches. It cannot work. Football has a pattern. Football has a rule. And you are not ready to follow the rules of football, you cannot succeed at it. It is not possible. It is not magic. And then after sacking Pochettino, you came up with Enzo Maresca and said he is the best person for the job. You love what he did at Leicester City and all of that. And then 18 months into Maresca's reign, personally, I didn't like Enzo Maresca at the beginning because I believe that he does not have what it takes to coach a club he doesn't have the CV to coach a club like Chelsea. But the man won me over. I mean, he won the Conference League, he won the Club World Cup, he has earned his pay. Just support him. After winning 2 big trophies like that, and then you sold the players, and then you brought in new young players, new young inexperienced player. I mean, how can you have players like Victor Osimhen in the market and then you're signing Delap, a relegation level striker? What are you bringing Kittens to come and do at Chelsea? This boy back in the days will not even make our 3rd team. Players like Garnacho that have failed woefully over and over again at Manchester United, that the fans wanted him out, his fellow players wanted him out, the coaches wanted him out. This is the kind of wingers that you went to bring to a club like Chelsea that is already struggling to score goals. You are adding players, wingers, attackers that cannot score goals. So here is the thing. I am very sure that the next coach that these owners are going to replace Enzo Maresca with is another yes man coach, one that has no CV, one that has no previous trophies won. They'll just bring in someone that will say yes to all of their demands, and then 1 year into his tenure is going to begin to ask them for experienced players, and then they will fight again and they will chase him away again. You cannot build sustainability like that. When you guys came in, you told us that you don't want to follow the pattern of Roman Abramovich, that you don't want to hire and fire coaches, you want stability and all of that. But that was a lie. You've hired and fired 4 different coaches since you came in. In fact, Roman Abramovich did not even hire and fire 4 coaches in his first 4 years at Chelsea. You guys are terrible people. Terrible. You have brought down the pride of Chelsea Football Club, and everything is just boring nowadays. The football is boring. No one even wants to. No one enjoys watching Chelsea again. This is bad. This is bad. We cannot continue like this as a football club. We can't. Something needs to be done. You guys need to look into your model and understand the fact that you cannot win anything. You can't build sustainability in the long run by bringing in new players every season, young players, inexperienced players every season. You need to give a coach what he wants. Experienced players mixed with youth and a world-class coach. And that is how you can build something big, something sustainable, a trophy-winning team. That is the only thing that can make Chelsea Football Club successful in the long run. Not all of this nonsense that you're doing. We had the opportunity to build a team, to buy a world-class goalkeeper, a world-class striker like Victor Osimhen. Our midfield is good enough, but our wing backs are good enough. But the centre back is terrible pairing. Look at the number of goals that we have considered in the last 3 years. Why? Because we have refused to invest in world-class centre backs. We have been suffering all these years since Diego Costa left to replace him. We couldn't. And then we finally got Victor Osimhen, one of the top 5 best strikers in the world at the moment. And you guys said he's asking for too much money. How much more? How much could he be asking for? How much could Victor Osimhen be asking for that he is not worth? And you decided to go for Delap, and you expect him. This guy has his 0 goals, 0 assists in his 10 Premier League games for Chelsea this season. He's 0 goals and assist contribution in 10 Premier League games. A striker. Come on. This is terrible. We can't continue like this as a club. We cannot. Something needs to be done, and something needs to be done quick, or else Chelsea Football Club is going to turn out like, you know what? Thank you guys very much for for listening to my rant. Once again, like this video, share this video, comment. Let me know what you guys think. You may have different opinions. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share this to everyone. Follow me on all my social media pages. I'll post the link on the video and in the comment section so that you guys can see it. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Best African Actor. Don't forget to always watch my page for new videos so that we can discuss. I love you guys.